Cemetery, a place where creations are built, where the miniatures for sex and violence are created, where Ground Zero gives you magic. The studio. Around the 2,000 square foot area, Ground Zero's production facility is capable of producing miniatures and full-scale objects that represent the real world and the world of make-believe. A landscape of suburbia, war.
This piece means a lot to me, of course, because it's dealing with two of my favorite concepts, sex and violence. And I think it's a wonderful chance to be able to express myself in this medium on these two subjects that are vastly important to me personally.
This film probably comes from something deep inside of me. Not only my influence from other sources, media and TV, but also my love of working and manipulating small objects, figurines, toy soldiers, and especially manipulating figures we build ourselves.
What I'm getting out of this is a vicarious thrill that I've really been lacking in my life. You know, my life has had not too much sex or violence, so this is making up for that. That lack in my upbringing.
Violence. We don't want to do the, we're not going to do the sex part right now.
But you will see it when you see the completed film.
No, lots of sex in this one. Lots of sex.
But since you can't see that right now, I guess the only thing that we can give you is violence.
The storyboard for the film opens with the suburban landscape and the Oasis Motel. Two teenagers approaching the motel and entering one of the rooms. Lights clicked on, revealing the two characters dressed in prom attire. Most of the action with the live actors takes place in this motel room. Here's Johnny showing amazement at, and you would too, his female partner disrobing.
Okay. Alright, good. Okay, first still. Yes. There. Okay, great. Okay, next.
Come on, Susie, no one's gonna bother us here.
What about Frank and Mary?
They're still at the prom, they'll be fine. Come on. We've been going together 6 months now. 6 months?
It's gonna work better than
Yeah. Right, okay, let's do a full run through. Tape again. Okay, Tom, you still back there? Okay, the only time we can hear you.
I can't handle this.
The opening of Sex and Violence takes place in this miniature landscape. All of the buildings used in this set are collapsible. You're going to be able to collapse and fall apart in a scene where a giant robot caused a wave of water to destroy most of the suburban set.
Tom's constructed a number of suburban ranch-style homes that appear to be solid, but when they're hit with masses of water, using our flood devices, 40 or 50 of these all lined up in a row, these buildings will, believe it or not, collapse and break apart as if they've been hit by a tremendous volume of water. They're strategically cut in various areas and filled up with debris already, so at the time of contact, a large amount of timber will, oh my God, it seems to be almost separating now, will fall apart. He's constructed other buildings that are made specifically to be crushed by the robot's foot. The pressure of the foot will splinter the roof. This building be designed so that it breaks apart where we want it to break apart.
We continued the story, leaving our suburban couple, and outside, unbeknownst to them, a giant robot pillages the suburban landscape. John now wearing the mask that will soon be the headpiece of this 1,000-story robot. John, let's see what you look like.
Well, this is made of parts from plastic models that we bought at outrageous prices in hardware and hobby shops around the Bay Area, glued onto a motorcycle faceplate, among other things, and it's the head piece. Not quite 1,000 stories tall, probably about 45 pounds by this point, made out of wood, laminated with plexiglass. The head turns and pivot and tilt ways. This face piece will eventually fit over the top of it, something like that. Made largely of plastic on a masonite and plexiglass base. Things just almost indiscriminately glued over the surface of it, but not quite. Definite point behind every little piece of equipment on this. Now, it has a few features that function. The 9-inch extensor penis, equipped with LED display. Head turns and swivels various different ways, controlled by a control bar on the inside. My arm that I constructed really recently, equipped with a hand that's capable of grabbing objects like this palm tree you see in the foreground. The arm is more than capable of taking that away, supporting it. This will be used in one of the more dramatic scenes of sex and violence where the giant arm coming down from somewhere off screen grabs a palm tree, tears it up by the roots, and hurls it through the wall of the Oasis Motel.
Now, certain things that the robot does in the miniature outside are then brought to life like a palm tree coming through the motel wall.
Special effects. Less than meets the eye, but more spectacular than you would ever believe.